How's it going, everybody? How y'all doing? Let's hang out on a Friday. For those watching on playback, we're going to do the timestamp thing for y'all. Let you know we're definitely planning to do a little bit of the EQ. I gotta say, actually kind of enjoying it. Now, maybe it's because the bar was low and these sorts of things. That's been pointed out. We're going to stay objective on all this, but I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things I've been enjoying. We're definitely going to go and at least do a few Battlegrounds matchups today. And it's Friday, so we're here to hang out, just have some fun. Let's have some fun playing the game. It's a game. It's supposed to be fun. What's up, Red Hat? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for being a stout halfling. That's a great name, dude. K-Rock, dude. No, you from the LA area, man? That was like the radio station when I was growing up in the Los Angeles area. I assume it's still there. I haven't been to LA in quite a while, actually. Well, I was in Long Beach not too long ago. Headed back to LA in a week, actually. Yeah. Hey, nice, dude. Way to go. That's awesome, man. I grew up going to, I don't even know if they still hold them anymore. I grew up going to the weenie roasts and stuff like that out in at that time it was called the Irvine Amphitheater. Those were like the shows, man. I remember like waiting in line to get the tickets and all that, dude. So that's awesome, man. I haven't seen someone K-Rock in forever. Heard of that? That's awesome. What's up, Mr. Rushing? How you doing, my friend? All right, so we got 000, the intro. And I do want to start playing the game, the EQ here. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? I'm doing great, dude. I set aside the time to do this. I'll admit, not 100%, but shoot. When is anyone ever 100%? When is anyone? If you're 100% right now, if you're like, man, I'm like 120%, you let me know, and I want to know what you're doing. I want to know what you're eating. I want to know what your sleeping and exercise schedule is. I almost guarantee you don't have kids. And so I would like to know, but I had set this time aside to hang out with you all. It's been a lot the last 2 weeks, man. It really feels like I can feel it. Like I'm trying to really cover this game. You know, I talked to you guys about codes and how it would motivate me, and it's worked out like perfectly. I will say that the outcomes haven't necessarily been the same as far as like the production, the videos. When codes went live, the videos I made the last 2 weeks weren't definitely not were what I thought would be coming out, but the principles, the ideas, the values that I said of like, it's just going to get me to do more, cover more when it comes down to, you know, should I take that intro to guitar class I've been meaning to take, or should I make more videos? Probably going to make more videos. And it will encourage me to always be even more like, I don't know how to say like more forthright. You can't really be more forthright or more honest, but to be more like less concerned with, I'm about to say something I don't know if everyone's going to like. I'm still going to say it. So maybe those things kind of going together. So yeah. I can see the videos and the responses and the views and the likes and the comments. Everyone appears to be enjoying the transparency. So that's good. What's up, in Darkin? How you doing, man? Been so long since I've lived there, but yeah, I was there till I was 23. Yeah. I met my wife in LA. I was finishing up law school, and she was already a grown woman with like a real job. And we met in LA. I was living in, I guess technically it was Brentwood at the time. And we met, genuinely fell madly in love. Like she is the woman of my dreams. And got married way younger than I thought I would. You're like, what does this have to do with anything? Anyways, we lived there, and when we got married, we moved to San Diego. So I was probably about 25. I grew up in a suburb of LA. It's in LA County. And then went to undergrad in Orange County, then went to law school in LA, and met my wife and moved out of there. So yeah, I love Los Angeles. I think you guys have seen me wearing my Dodgers cap. I am a Dodgers fan. Like if I'm gonna pick a baseball team, it's gonna be the Dodgers. But for me, it's more about LA. My family's in LA. I grew up in LA. I have very fond memories of the city. I'm pumped up. I'm having a guys' weekend with my college buddies next weekend, and I'm headed down there. So I'm pumped up to that. Did I start 9.3 yet? Yes, I have. What's up, Cypher Pablito? What's up, TC? How you doing, bud? Stout Halfling. Love that name, dude. Been great. Got a 4-year-old and 2-month-old. Oh, dude, you are like you're operating on like 10%, man. Barely sleep, but I randomly play the game at 3 a.m. now on my shift. Yeah, like that's actually kind of part of how I got started playing this game. My youngest, it just turned 10. Coincidence? Probably not. So I hear you, man. That's awesome. Way to go. Way to be an awesome dad, dude. Way to crush it. Although I guess you haven't exactly said you might be the mom. I shouldn't do that. I should be aware that you might not be. So way to be an amazing parent. That's probably just the way to say it. Cover all my bases. What's up, Alberto? How you doing, man? Cypher, I was finally able to access web store now with email change option in the setting. Oh, good, to change email. Dude, I mean, so many people have had trouble just accessing their accounts. I'm really glad they did that. I was complaining support for your one long. Yeah, exactly. Like, I know multiple people are like, dude, it's my account. Jesus Christ. Like, just let me access it. And then, of course, to be able to access the web store. I mean, that's in Kabam's, like, best interest for people to be able to access the web store. They get more of the money from that. Gav Master, what's up, dude? You secured War Champ last season. Oh, dude, are you in LVT? Sorry, I'll admit, since I left Tier 1, I don't keep up with Tier 1 nearly as much. I know LVT is great. I know GT40 is great. I know SSX is very good. Noon is still excellent, of course. But as far as like the exact placements and where everyone ends up and stuff like that, of course, I watched my Illuminati Boys war videos and stuff like that, learned from them. I did see TJ's most recent one. So yeah. But congratulations, way to go. I know how hard that is. I never came in first. I don't believe I ever came in first. I think I would remember that. Came in top 3 though, multiple times. It's a lot. It's a lot. So much has to go your way. So much. And you got to work for it. Because there's always like, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 alliances who realistically could win it. So much. It's a lot of work, dude. Congratulations. Everything's good. What's up, Andrew? You're right. No kids yet. Good, dude. And anyways, really looking forward to October, November content, new champions. Yeah, me too, dude. Stout, you're the dad. Way to go, dude. Awesome. Way to hold down the fort, man. Way to go. We gotta support our young dads, man. We like seriously, like as someone who's kind of coming out of it, right? Like my kids are 10 and about to be 15. Like it's hard, dude. It is hard to be. It is. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy to be a mom. It's obviously incredibly difficult. It's difficult to be the parent of a young child. I think there's some particular stuff about being a young dad that is just brutal, especially if you're like able to be super involved during the week. You know, like the pickups and drop-offs and like hangouts with other kids. Everyone uses the term play date. I don't really like that term, to be honest. I don't like hate it, but I just prefer it's like a hangout, dude. And it's just like, it's just all because it's so often it's moms and it's not like you can't be friends, but it's also like, I don't know. It's just often, there's some awkwardness that can be created and stuff like that. And you're just like, I'm just trying to be around my kid, you know? Went 12-0, War Season GT ended 4-2. Yeah, I saw TJ's video. I love TJ. But again, and you know, I love Lizer. I think you probably do. You might not. Lizer was my BG leader back in 4 Loki for a very long time. Love her. Love Lizer. Good people. I created my account 8 years ago when I was like 14. Stopped after 2 months and started back like 3 years ago. So I haven't forgotten the original in-game name. I was never able to answer the question. Yeah. I remember them being like, what was your original purchase? I was like, I don't know. Like, how would I know that? And then they're like, oh, you go to here, blah, blah, blah. You're like, you're going to make me look at all my purchases? I don't think any of us want me doing that. That's always that awkward moment, too. Liza's amazing. Yeah, she's good people, man. My kids are 18 and 16 now. I thought I would be free, but they keep costing me a fortune. And Darkin, man, it's just, so let's go ahead and start playing. I think that's the way of the world, dude, right? Like, see, this is that whole second channel, man, that I constantly am talking about this sort of stuff, right? Because I'm getting there. I'm getting to that area. I'm getting to that place. I see what my siblings are doing. They have older kids than me. My siblings are quite a bit older than me, and their kids work hard. Their kids are super smart. Their kids are doing everything right. You know. But the way our world is, particularly here in the US, that's all I can really comment on as far as experience is concerned. It's just not set up for a young 20-year-old to go out there and just like be successful in the way that I think we all meant it, you know? Yeah. It's tough, dude. Let me know if you figure it out. You figure it out in Darkin, you send me that message, man. All right. I'll be listening. I'll be ready. I'll be waiting. So I brought this up on my Discord, and I believe it was actually TC and Pablito who were immediate conversations in it. Did I boost? I've already forgotten if I boosted. As I told you guys, I'm not all here. But that doesn't mean we can't play and enjoy the game. One of the things that I've noticed, right, as I try to analyze, I don't want to just criticize. When criticism's warranted, we will do it. But that's not all I want to do. I want to enjoy playing the game. And I gotta say, and you all are agreeing with me, that right now, the last bits of communications, this EQ, feels like Kabam might be like, all right, we'll listen. God damn it. And so next week, as of right now, both the Illuminati podcast and the Counterpoint podcast are scheduled for next week. That's a lot of podcasting and a lot of time. So I'm not totally positive I'll be able to do it. But that's the plan for now. And the basic subject of both, of course, are going to be different because there's different guest stars and things like that, right? Of course, Counterpoint is Maddie and MCoC Encyclopedia. And for Illuminati, as of right now, we have scheduled Grass. And I know you guys really like him. I can tell from the comments and stuff. He doesn't have a channel. But Spreadsheet Wizard, Adam G. And so I think that one will be really, really, I think they're all going to be really good. But I think Grass and Adam G kind of bounce off each other exceptionally well. We'll see. We might get a fourth. We'll see if one of the guys is able to attend. And the premise, overarching premise of both is going to be like, okay, Vega isn't having fun. And I don't know. I'm not going to, they should say what their truth is. If they're like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about, I'm having a blast, then they should say that. But we will go into these things, and this may have been a bad matchup idea. And be like, okay, what is causing the lack of fun? Or more so, what would it take to get back to having fun? Like, what does that look like? And I think fun is this really difficult thing to define as far as what are the metrics that create fun? And I think that actually is kind of part of the problem. I do think that spreadsheets obviously have their time and their place, Battlegrounds tier lists, general tier lists, wizardry. Wow. It appears as though I haven't fought a Storm X in a while. I need to focus. I don't exactly want to lose to a Storm Pyramid X, although it might even be in my best interest. And so I want to talk about those things, get their opinions, obviously get yours. We're going to be live streaming them so we can hear from you all, kind of bounce ideas off each other, and then go through with that. And so that way, when Cyber Weekend does hit, of course, I've said I won't be spending on that. I did that to show I'm serious. This isn't a hey, if you make everything better, I'll spend on Cyber. No, this isn't a threat or some sort of weird ultimatum or anything like that. This is genuinely I am having fun, man, and it's been a long time. Let's get back to having fun. I want my viewers having fun. I want to be able to honestly be hey, this game's awesome. It's fun. That sort of thing. And so what are the things we're going to be looking at, And so that'll be the general format for both of them. Again, because of the guest stars, obviously, they'll be bringing their own perspectives. And of course, we'll talk about those as well. It's not just about me. And then over the next, couple months, I'll keep looking at it and updating that list as far as what I'm looking at, what I think I'm looking at. Let's see. I want to make sure I get this right. Green Goblin, what's he immune to? Doesn't he have some sort of Doesn't he have some sort of resistances or immunities? Or am I confusing him? I think I'm confusing him with someone else. Yeah. I already used Iron Man to heal, and that's the thing that we were talking about earlier, that I still don't love this format, but I feel like it's feeling more in shape. Like it feels like it's more coming together, like it has a purpose and a goal. And that feels more clear to me. And it feels like that's possibly happening. Like I am actually having some fun. One of the things we talked about on the server today was I used Iron Man to heal up on this. I kept trying to do it with the other Iron Man variants, and I kept messing up as far as the proportions and things like that. But what I did find, and I did it on the Mutant Quest as well too, is it gave healing champions like more of a purpose. Obviously, when Kabam creates them, they consider that part of like the budget, let's call it. I feel like I've heard them use that term. And but then we go in, we play, and it's like, how often is that really a big deal or really helpful? And so a champion like Iron Man, who's got that big heal, or like Hulkbuster, right? Or even like Ironheart, like that's not the reason why I use Ironheart. I think it isn't valued that much by players, and for good reason. Like it's just not usually a place for us to use it. But in a situation like this, it was actually felt fun and kind of strategic to use. So a Sentinel, that's right, Gab. So I have told you guys that like I hate Sentinel, and the biggest reason is because I don't like moving him around the screen. I'm very bad at it. I've never enjoyed it. And sure enough, that like is exactly what happened. I used it. I took my Sentinel to rank 2. You guys would be very proud of me. I finally ranked him up a little bit. And I used him. I got to the special 3, and I healed all the way up. And then, of course, I messed up like 2 dexes with him because I never play him, ever. And he went back down to like 30% health by the time I moved on. But it was still cool. I was like, okay, you know what? Like, maybe lessen the fights a little bit. I still want synergy somewhere. Like, that's something I want to talk about as far as like having fun again. But I will say that it felt like it was giving value to champions who I don't play as often. And it also felt like something that might get me to rank up a champion that I wouldn't have otherwise ranked up. And it does feel like that's part of the goal with all this. So I'm like, okay, it feels like your goals are now being presented in what you're actually doing. And in my experience, that's kind of important. Starkey, good. Personally, I think the EQ is too easy than my ideal. But so you know, TC, one of the things I often talk about, and I appreciate you making that comment. One of the things I often talk about is like the framing of it, right? Is what's your goal? What's your purpose? And then have your steps forward, your logic carry through from where you started, right? And I think the game is better this way. The overarching game, right? Like I can give my opinion, right? And be like, oh, for me personally, this is how it hit. But dude, that in one freaking person, like to base it all off of that. And I think that's where Kabam often goes so wrong is like and you'll hear them, like if you listen to them, you'll hear them be like, this one person made this comment and blah, 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 blah. And you're like, dude, that was one person and they probably made a very trollish comment. That's not a reason to now base what you're doing off of like, in fact, that's exactly who you shouldn't be listening to. I get it. It's frustrating. It's annoying. And, you know, I read them too. I see them too. I get them too. But if I start making my content for the person who came in and made the troll content, then my content's going to suck. If you start making the game based on your reaction to the person that made the dumb comment, guess what's going to happen to your game? Right? And so like trying to make everyone happy in every piece of content, I think is often where Kabam goes wrong. like trying to make everyone enjoy tier 1 war, or like what feels like tier 1 war by just like lessening it. That's where it goes wrong. Not everyone wants to be that involved. Same with battlegrounds, like every step along the way. And I think your monthly EQ, and I meant it when I said it in my video, my W's and L's, is like, it needs to be the bread and butter. It needs to be the place where, like, your more advanced player, like TC is a very high skilled player. I know that. I can see it on my Discord server, where they can come in and it's too easy, but they're still doing it because the rewards are good enough. Fine. It's not meant to entertain TC. Player like me, maybe not as high skill as TC, but I've got a more blubbery roster. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I get to a place to use my Iron Man, who I really love, but I don't use him in Battlegrounds very much. Like, I'm like, oh, this is fun, and I get good rewards, and I get to slowly do the quest over the course of a month. Like, one of the complaints I've heard is it's too long. And I will admit that maybe there's 1 or 2 more fights than I would love per path, but if they're going to stick with the path concept, I actually think this is about right, because I think it should be tailored for your more... And I'm not talking casual, like, you know, they just showed up with their 5 stars and they should do Elder. No, you should have to build to this. Make the rewards good enough so people are building to this, right? It's supposed to be prestige top 30. You want people ranking up a bunch of champions. So make it a place where people who've ranked up a variety of champions, who've played the game, who are moderately invested, feel like, dude, I got something cool for my moderate investment. I'm enjoying this game. And they can come in and, yeah, maybe they got to use some items. I'm going to have to use some items. That's fine. And so it should be too easy for TC and me, as far as I'm concerned. It should be. If me and TC and players of TC's skill level are saying it's too easy, perfect. If they're still doing it because the rewards are good, perfect. Like, that is perfect. And I will continue to advise Kabam in my videos. If they take it or not, that's fine. That's their game. They make it. To take that ideal forward, in that, don't try to make everyone happy with every piece of content, because that's where you go horribly, horribly wrong. And please stop. Like, whenever I hear a Kabam employee be like, and then this one guy showed up and he was like, you smell. And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to smell harder. And you're just like, why are you arguing with the troll? And why are you bringing that to the game? Like, stop doing that. I apologize. As you guys know, I have a full-time job, full-time family. I am getting a variety of messages. I can feel them happening via my watch. So I need to respond. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Hey, what's up, Joey? Use Gene? So this was the one fight that I recall, like, really struggling with on the classic. I remember even being like, I'm not doing this well. Punishing the defensive attacks. I don't fight JJs that often. Funny that Joey shows up when JJs. Joey, did you do that on purpose? They are special locked. Dude, I am like, okay, cool. There's damage. Shang? Oh, let's do Shang, dude. Love Shang. And I don't care. If we got a heal, fine. Chilth works great. Dude, Weapon X, man, I struggled with her, dude. I don't know why. Although, you know what? Let's go ahead. As much as I would like to use Shang, like I said, one of the things I am enjoying about this format, I again, give credit where it's due. Like, how often do I use Chilth's heal? Like, even in my Chilth videos, I'm like, and if you really need to, you can go all the way to SP3 and heal. Like, it's nice, it's cool, and I think she gets the vicious passive and all that. Like, it's there, it's cool. She's a great champion, really fun, awesome. But like, the chance to kind of get this to work, like, I'm gonna purposely not use my health potions. I'm probably gonna die. If I don't, and I get the SP3 off, and like it happens, like, that's fun. Like, I think that's the kind of thing where you're more blubbery whale like myself, you're more high skill player like TC, can come in and like kind of create our challenges with this content. I feel like this has a goal and a purpose now. This being the EQ. Of course, I'm still only on the 3rd path, and I'm obviously very interested in your all's thoughts on it. Yeah, I knew she'd get me. I don't fight her enough. What's up, Ken? How you doing, man? Brandon, what's up, dude? Not quick as she gets it done. Yeah, it helps if I know the special punish is better. That would go a long way. OYC. What's up, dude? Can't say long to stop. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wait, did they get rid of the passive grit? I don't think I punished it in time. I'll admit, I think I was late on the first one, and then obviously I was late on the second because she didn't dex, but she dodged out and punished me. So I think that was a player error issue, not a. You're supposed to actually dive in for that. Dude, this has been happening to me a lot today. Remember I said I'm not 100%? That's not input issues. That's not the game. That is me. I'm just not hitting the screen quick enough. See, I always think she's got one more. It's that last uppercut that she's getting me on. All right, let's get that last uppercut. Come on. There we go. Old dog can learn new tricks. Yeah, I don't. The full punish on the SP1B. It's not a fave. Let's just put it that way. Oh, dude. Chill within her cleanses. Probably should have gone for the heavy punish there, but I just don't feel comfortable enough with this. All right, gotta watch out for the uppercut. There we go. That was fun. Like that was I gotta admit, I actually kind of like the quest. Like I kind of do. I want to get all the way through it, but the more I do the quest, the more I actually kind of like it. Hey, Ojihan, what's up, dude? There isn't space to medium with chi. I think you need to dash back twice, double light. Yeah, we're already getting. That is too much today, my friend. Today is. I am on low battery mode today. I am on personal low battery mode. Big Germ, what's up, dude? I'm doing all right, man. Not 100%, but I'm all right. I'm here. It should be strategic in how I pick these. I'm not really enjoying the direction of the game. I think Kabam is becoming overly monetized and too difficult for the time, roster, and effort. Yep, I agree. That's the end of the stream. I'm glad thanks everyone for showing up. No. But yeah, like if I had to boil it down to one thing, and I've provided this feedback both privately on various places where I believe Kabam. Actually, I'm not so sure they want feedback, to be honest. But more and more, I just do it through my videos because I'm not so sure they want the feedback. But I want you guys to at least know it's being given, and the best way to do that's in a video. That's what I would say. In fact, the other day I kind of compared it to like not concierge. Concierge service might not be the right term. but like, here's an example: is I'll admit, guys, you know, it's a luxury in life. It is that for like my kids' basic laundry. My wife and I both work. Okay, and so one of the things we've afforded ourselves, we agreed on, is like we're gonna ship that out. Like we have a service that comes and picks it up, and they do the basic laundry. They fold it for our kids' clothes, and we pay for the service, right? Like a monthly fee. And then they started like coming later and later. Like they pick up the clothes later. And sometimes it's like 11:30. I'm like, dude, I don't stay up till 11:30 on a normal basis. And then they started offering, if we paid more, to have the clothes pick up at the time that it used to already be at. Now, right now, my wife and I are we're busy, and we want to enjoy our kids and be around our kids, and we have the luxury of paying for a service like this. Okay, that we're like, fine, but it's now annoying. It's become something that we used to be like, hey, we're kind of like happy that we can afford this luxury, and we've got this for ourselves, so we can spend a little more time with each other, or working on our relationship, or with our kids. It's only $2. Okay, this like early fee. I think it's $2.99 the last I saw it. But now I'm annoyed. I've gone from like being happy and like this is a cool thing my wife and I've done for ourselves and each other, to now I'm annoyed that the service I paid for is now being like, do you want us to basically, in my opinion, work properly? Pay more. And I feel, and I give him like, that's what it feels like is happening with MCoC, is in an effort to make like a buck on energy, you're going to miss out on my $500 for the July 4th sale. So you might be able to show like, hey, we're making money on energy now, boys. It's causing you to lose out on $499 on the sale. I'm not great at math, but I'm pretty sure $499 is more than $1. Also, if you continue to try to monetize in that way, you're going to make your free to play and your low to pay. They're going to go away. And as soon as they go away, guess what the whales are going to do? They're going to stop whaling. So that's been the basics of my feedback, is like, let people have fun, and the game needs to work. Like it like a few bucks here and there, everyone gets it. It happens. It's fun. Like literally we don't update our iPhones right away because we know they're going to have bugs, right? And Apple has billions and billions and billions of dollars. They have literally a huge spaceship campus. I've seen it. Like, I'm pretty sure in a few years that thing's going to take off and go to Mars, right? Like, they've got all the money in the world, and they still produce something with bugs. So, kabam on MCoC, like, yeah, okay, it happens. But we need to be able to access the game. We need to be able to play the game. And when that stuff happens, like, ain't no one happy. And then you want us to, like, then it starts to feel like nickel and diming. So, yeah. I agree. All right, let's see here. Skill attackers, crits. Each time mystical attacker is immune to a debuff or purifies debuff, gain indefinite fury passive. Every 5 critical hits, a skill attack. Okay, so critters. Get some critters and some purifiers. And all right, cool. Are there any defenders we need to be overly concerned with? I see what time it is. Has anything in game transpired that we should log out and log back in so we can take a look at it? Let me know. Okay, nothing too crazy. Let's go. I also, I'll admit, I did not read you skill. I just gotta say. Insane feedback. The game needs to work. Come on, man. I know. And would you believe this is the kind of stuff that they're like, this ain't welcome around here. All right, son, you gone too far. I'm like, all right, I'll just take it to my channel then. I can tell where I'm not wanted. Let's see here. Let's see. So shoot, as I was saying, I redid a lot of my relics. Skill is one of the few classes I have not redone, and it is obviously showing. It is obviously showing. I'm just gonna slap them on because I don't want to take forever on this. I'll redo my relics at another time. not gonna. Yeah, we've talked about it before. I'm like, I should just do a full-on stream. Maybe we can all kind of learn together. But I had reason to be sitting. One of my kids also got kind of sick. They're fine, so everything's fine. Like, no, not being dramatic. So I was in a waiting room chair for quite a few hours yesterday, and started doing my relics. Jack or Okoye at R3. I mean, they're so different, dude. They're both obviously worthy. Is your Okoye awakened? Let's just see. I mean, you can always run the synergy with Shuri. But in a lot of content, as you can see here, why is this showing up? This is concerning. Why is this showing up now? Have I done something wrong? No, both unawakened. If you want like a, I mean, I imagine since you're saying rank 3, I mean, this just, I hate that in today's world, I have to be like, this is not meant to be an insult, but this is not meant to be an insult. I'm just assuming that you're a bit of a progressing player, which is totally cool, man. Totally cool. And thanks for being here. But I'm assuming you're not trying to play super high tier Battlegrounds. One thing you might want to consider is if you need like an onslaught counter, maybe go with Jack. I personally, no, they're both in the high tier. They're both great champions, man. Yeah, I honestly go forth, have fun. I think Okoye's awakened ability adds a bit more to what she does than Jack, but they're both awesome. I like Okoye a little bit more, but they're both incredible. This is a visual bug. Thanks, Weapon X. You'll appreciate this. My other rank 4 is the hood. Dude, hell yeah. That's a great rank up, man. That is a great rank up. On the bright side, due to me having no desire to spend the game, I have gained some nice comics for my collection. I mean, I like, no joke, man. Like, I think that's something Kabam needs to like be aware of. Like, you'll often hear them be like, it's a live service game. It's a live service game. And you're like, yes, we get it. Things will go wrong. We totally get it. You're asking us to be understanding of you. We are. You also need to understand that, yes, last week we were having fun. This week we're not. Why? It's a live service game. Like, they only want to use justifications for themselves. If you use their logic to explain yourself, you're being difficult, rude, mean, aggressive, whatever it is, right? But they're like, it's like the same logic. They just don't like it being applied back to them. Like, it's like, yeah, we get it. It's a live service game. While you're struggling, we're going to find other things to do because we want to be entertained and have fun. I really don't understand why you don't think that's a problem. Like, I don't. Let's see. I actually don't remember how to play Patriot. I remember it was just throw your SB1 over and over and over. But I don't remember if I'm supposed to be ending hits in light or ending combos in light. Why am I not putting ruptures on? Is it holding block? No. I don't remember how to play. Should have watched my own video before doing this. Does he not land ruptures? Am I making that up? And I can't remember how to trigger resolve. Is it hold heavy? Nope. Oh, this is awesome. Oh, it's the physical vulnerabilities. It's not ruptures. There we go. All right, we're getting somewhere. All right, we're starting over. I can't for the life of me remember how to play. I meant what I said in the video. I was like, I'm glad I have him at rank 3. I think he's going to be really valuable. I'm probably never going to play him until I need him. Wait, you can't remember the encyclopedia? Let's just, like, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's true. Ruptures come from the SB2. Ruptures on the SB2. Okay, thanks. Just spam SB1. In combos and light. Thank you. Patriot isn't great for this node set, honestly, because the cleanse removes his debuffs. You need 7 personal debuffs to trigger resolve. Ruptures on SB2. Okay, so we're just gonna use him because I haven't ranked 3. I'll just throw the SB1s over and over. We'll get the fight down. I'm not worried about it. I do think I this is another thing where I actually kind of like the format of this quest now. I still don't think it's perfect. I don't think it ever will be. Nothing is. But I do like the general concept of incentivizing collections in what I think is supposed to be a collection game. And I think as you're paying more casually, you know, you're not trying to be in high tier war, you're not trying to be in high tier battlegrounds, you're just logging in, dude, you're playing, having fun. You know, that's a very valid experience, and I think most players do actually play that way. And so Kabam is smart to engage them and give them something to do. And so I think a quest like this, you know, think about it, dude, right? Like, I'm a YouTuber. I've done videos on him, which is probably part of the problem, is I do videos on so many champions, I forget how to play them. But at the same time, I think you want to encourage people to dive into all these champions, to rank them up, and to play them, because they are fun. They might not be the best in battlegrounds or war, but they are fun, you know? And Kabam's only going to keep making champions. So I do genuinely find value in this. And I think you want to have people like me and people playing the game more casual than me knowing how to play Patriot. You know, it is an encyclopedia too. I'm with you on all of that. This kind of goes to my whole, like, if every mode is supposed to make everyone happy, every mode's gonna suck. And I think when Kabam does that, that's when modes do suck. Is when it seems like they're trying to make everyone happy with it, because it's never gonna work. If you ever, like, if you have a family and you're like, where should we go for dinner tonight? Rarely is everyone going to agree. That's why, like, Chili's, IHOP, Applebee's are so good, because they're like, we got everything, man. You can't really do this reversal. Okay, thanks, B. Sometimes just think about the sheer amount of champions I've absorbed over the years. It's truly staggering. Oh, dude, absolutely. Like, but see, here's the thing: is we all know that if it wasn't this, we'd be playing a different game, or we'd be, you know, it's just where are we choosing to put our time? Where are we choosing to put our time in our brains? Family dinners, easy pizza, 100%. Dude, stink. Where's my invite, man? I like pizza. Did you ever think about that? You never once thought, like, maybe Vega would like some pizza? It's really rude for you to just show up and say that, man. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that. Dun, dun, dun. The monkey's starting to hit hard. Is it just the channels I've been paying a lot of attention to lately, or is Hitmonkey getting a lot of love in the MCoC YouTube community the last couple of weeks? I feel like everywhere I look, he's there, man. Like, it feels like it's become a very standard, like, Champion X is good, but are they as good as Hitmonkey? Which I love. It's been really cool. I like Hitmonkey. Oh man, Easy. That's awesome, dude. You're gonna be here in the city? That's cool, dude. Publito, a little bit of both. That's the channels I pay attention to. And Hitmonkey's getting a lot of, see Maddie. Yeah, so Maddie was one of them. I think NC did one, MCoC Encyclopedia. Sammy did one too as well, if I'm aware. And I think their point is well taken, and it's a good point. I don't remember who I'm fighting. We'll find out. In that, you know, some of these, like Mr. Knight, I really think, you guys will see, Battlegrounds tier list is coming out tomorrow, the update. It's already uploaded, ready to go. We gave him an 8. I think he's really good. I think he's going to be good in Battlegrounds. I really do. I think, Awakened ability will help. Got lucky there. I thought she had a second to hit to, dude, I am playing like ass. I thought she had a second hit to her heavy. Dude, I'm like hitting buttons I don't even mean to hit. Dude, I mean, it's a nice little save, but this ain't good. I appreciate how easy Hitmonkey's damage is. I think that's the point I was trying to make, is like, he's just such a natural comparison, and it's good. I like those videos because it's like, oh yeah, Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight has a lot of moving parts. He really, really does. I think he's going to be those champions. There's a lot of people are going to pick him up. Like, I know Simula is not a massive fan of him, and it makes sense. Everything Simula says is, I'm like, yeah, yeah, you're right, 100%. But I think as you get used to him, if you're enjoying him, you're going to see some really cool stuff out of Mr. Knight. Like, I'm excited. I currently very much want to pull Mr. Knight from the next Titan, if I can. I'll be very pumped up for it. And so comparing him to a champion like Hitmonkey, I think is really smart. So it's not a surprise to see those channels doing it, because it is smart. To show like, hey, listen, if you're not enjoying Mr. Knight, can I interest you in a more simple champion who might do better damage in a lot of scenarios? I think Mr. Knight's gonna be the gem that keeps on giving. I am a fan. I am a pretty big fan of Mr. Knight. I also think he's kind of made for Battlegrounds, and I do enjoy Battlegrounds. So I think that might be part of it as well. Like, he might show up higher on the BG's tier list in like a relative sense than he will in the general tier list. He's definitely a high skill ceiling champion. Those aren't for everybody. Yeah, I remember on the testing stream, like, trying to figure out how to put it with him. I mean, I think high skill is it's not wrong for sure. It's probably high skill. Like, I think that umbrella term covers enough. It's probably high skill. Stink's back. Stink insults me, and now he's back again already. Nose didn't say anything. Oh, dude, no, you did. Stink, I'm sorry. Tuesday night. My mom's house, we were going out for. Oh, hell yeah. Dude, and I love that. So you can tell Stink's a good guy. Is anyone surprised? But Stink's like, my mom's in town, we're going out. I'm treating my mom right. My mom raised me. That lady put in time. I might not be perfect, but I'm as good as I am because that lady put in the time to raise me well. I'm taking her out to dinner. Hell yeah, Stink. Love it. Love it. As a lover of my Ouchie Masters, Crypt Monkey is golden. Yeah. Plus his show was fun. Also, his fun was show. His show was fun. His fun was show. I told y'all I ain't right today. I ain't right. I ain't right. And I keep getting all these emails and messages. Don't people know I'm streaming? If I had him right now, I'd R4 him over Bullseye, and I think Vega knows how much I love Bullseye. Yeah. Which reminds me, that's the next part is I need to I'm sitting on materials to rank 2, 4, 2. Jesus, guys. I'm sitting on the materials to rank 4 2 champions right now, and I have not finished this quest, and I have not finished 9.3. So it's getting time to start taking some champions to rank 4. Maybe in a few minutes we'll take a look at some of the options. I want y'all's opinions. I also think it's pretty funny, and yes, I'm using the term funny, how the community now feels about Bullseye. Because when he first came out, I was with everybody. This guy is a total jerk on defense, but I did videos talking about how good he was on offense. Even Alliance made of mine, Hot Fuzz, a really great player in SSX, provided some like war footage, some like very tough fights that Bullseye was taking. Dude, that video created so much virtual, whatever. Again, I can't talk today, so it doesn't matter. But very upset feelings directed at me for like, how dare you show him doing offense? I was like, what do you want me to do? He's got an offense. I want you guys to know about it. I'm trying to be helpful here. Like, very, very furious people coming by. And so I think it's funny now, every time someone tells me he's better than I realize, I was like, where were you 2 years ago? What have I done to... I guess not everyone watches all of every video. AW correction rewards are in? Oh, nice. Here, why don't we do that? Why don't we back out and we will, I'll reset the game and we'll look at those corrections. Although I think my alliance ended up in the exact same spot, so I'm not actually expecting any sort of correction. He's no Shang-Chi. Oh, I'm doing Nolan Shang-Chi, man. That man is fine. Did you see the changes to the boss node in War? They're no longer permanently stun immune. They have the healthy disposition node where they rotate immunities. Interesting. Interesting, dude. I had not seen that. I'm very curious how Kabam continues to move forward with War. I think Kabam is very curious how they move forward with War. Yeah. It's become clear to me that they will probably never do what I've been advising, which is fine. I don't make the game. But that is treat tier 1 and 2 just totally different than the rest of the game, because we are playing it very differently. This is kind of my whole, like, trying to make everyone happy in a mode is almost never going to be how it works. Fight and crack the Statcast Relic Shard Bank. I do like the Statcast Relics, except for the defensive stuff, the defensive nonsense. Okay, so this is the regular comp that I've been waiting on. Keep an eye on the moon. Is there another boss rush right now? I thought... Wait, what? Or are they just reminding us of... What the hell's going on? If there's another boss rush, shoot, I've been enjoying making videos on all that stuff. Well, c'est la vie. Starting September 24th. What is this? Okay, starting September 24th until August 8th, you'll be facing hungry mouths and horrible fates in the following very limited time event. Okay. I got to write this down because I'm going to want to obviously cover it. Oh, what time is this? 11 o'clock. Events. Hungry mouths. Kind of help people out, get some guides out on that. We did the two guides, I think it was yesterday. No, it's 2 days ago. I think those went out really well. People have responded well to them. So, discovered a new viral strain. You have 2 weeks to compete the exclusive limit. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I don't know if that'll work. That's fine. All right. That looks cool. I like all these little extra events that they've been adding. It's just the new side quest. Okay. Hey, what's up, Sammy? How you doing, bud? So I've got to get that done, which is fine. I'll get that done. Maybe it's time to bounce over, get those BG objectives done. Although playing the way I'm playing might not. Well, at least it'll be good for laughs for everybody. I thought I saw something about the Rebirth store. Kabam brought back the Rebirth store. Any ideas if they're going to give us more opportunities to get Rebirth tokens? This is a surprise to me. Let me check in on CCP if there's something going on or if that's just like a bug. I'm not seeing anything on CCP about a Rebirth store. So as of right now, and there's no announcement in their official Discord. We could check Twitter here. I love how there's so many different ways to like have to check in. Next, we'll go to Trello. Then we'll go to the live stream. Then we'll look for an in-game announcement. After that, we'll head over to Blue Sky, Instagram, follow that up with a stop short in Threads. And I'm going to check my MySpace account as well. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Is the store back up in their web store? So that's the thing, Bam Bam. Like, I think that if this is intended, if the store is supposed to be up, I think this would be a massive, like, you know, I talk about Kabam kicking themselves in the balls. That's what this would be, because you're right. People sold their things because they thought the event was over. So I'm going to assume this is a mistake. This wasn't supposed to be go live, but. Let's at least be thorough here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the Summoners market as of the second that is related to this. I'm going to claim a free Valiant Daily, of course. So I'm going to assume that this is I'm going to assume this is just a mistake, and we'll probably go down soon. Trap missed out on calls to open up the storage room. Good, they should. Weirdly, Joey, you've got 2 tokens. All right. Since I am live streaming, I am going to be. I want the game to do well. I really do. I'm setting myself up here though. I'm asking for it. I'm letting them know that the store is up in game, and I'm sure I'll get told that why am I being a problem? It's like I don't know what to do anymore. So Wander, I really want to be clear. I wish I knew what was going on. I'm trying to find out. I've checked Twitter, their official Discord. I've checked the CCP Discord. I've seen nothing on it. I'm letting them know as soon as I get a response. There are some Kabam employees that very timely respond and you know, get information out. So hopefully one of them sees it and responds. All right, let's do Battlegrounds in the meantime. So as soon as we know anything, I'll let you all know too. If we know anything, if you guys see something up on Twitter or their Discord or YouTube or I'm not trying to be funny. I really not. I know it's a joke I often make, but like if you see any official Kabam communications on what's going on there, please let me know. Yeah, your Rebirth token is back. So the Rebirth crystals are in some of that, Bren, but the thing is like that event went live yesterday. So I don't think there was anything from them saying that, I don't know. I truly have no clue. Speaking of no clue, I don't, I'm in the portion of this, yeah, that's I understand. I don't blame Kabam for this at all. I don't. It's a competitive mode. It's supposed to be competitive. I can tell you that I think the vast majority, and I know the content creators are like this. The content creators who like we don't enjoy this either. We want people having fun with the game. We know how not fun that is to face me. When your account just is so obviously not the same. I'm yeah. Yeah, I've gotten a response. I appreciate it. One of the people who's often just really helpful, that's in the CCP. So I appreciate them responding, but they don't, you know, they obviously don't know the exact answer. We'll get an answer. We'll get it out there. I know Pablito, I feel, I was paying attention to the chat. So what I typically do in these matchups, like, let me see. No, I mean, honestly, this person could kick my butt. They have enough rank 4s. Their 4s and mine aren't that far off. I'm not saying they're the same. My account's obviously a lot bigger. But this is a well-constructed deck, from what I can see. Obviously, it's hurting a little bit on this low end. But they could kick my butt. It's Battlegrounds. When it's truly just mismatched, what I tend to do is just ban their bottom 3 champions. There's no good way. There's no way to like make this into like, oh, it's okay, it's fair now. You know, it's just ban incentivize us to get out of the way as quickly as possible. And I think that's the best they can do. Don't feel bad. Oh, probably. I know, buddy. I'm just messing too, buddy. I'm messing back. I wouldn't be surprised if they forgot the tokens are in the crystals and people have to trade them in. They don't always think things all the way through, so it went live a day late. Yeah, maybe. I truly have no clue. Well, hopefully we'll find out and we'll get the information out to y'all. Any tips for not getting my specialist blocked with Okoye? Got her recently and it's happening to me a few times. Just honestly, just practice getting it down to muscle memory. I hear you. After testing Mr. Knight live on stream and getting used to him and all his moving parts, I used Okoye in a BGS match, and I messed up a final medium, a combo, and then I got to the point where it's like, okay, I just need to stop, and I think I even ended a combo in like a light or went into a striker so I could use the special. I don't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, champions like that, it's like an extra amount of effort. She's worth it though, dude. She's really worth it. So it's just practice. And once you practice stuff, you'll get to the point where you're throwing your specials like off mediums or you're doing fancy combos or all kinds of stuff. You'll get there. It's just... I don't even remember what the nodes are. Because as of right now, most of my matches, the person just quits out, so I don't even fully remember the notes. Saga attackers gain the following. Okay, and then so it's basically footloose and rich get richer. All right. We'll try to snipe me. Nice, let's do it, bud. Who do we got here? Let's go there. Serpent with relic, dude. Serpent, like, just yeah. I mean, hopefully, I know a lot of people enjoyed it. I had fun with it too. On my W's and L's, I was like, dude, we do not need Serpent penetrating any more than he already does. I found myself juvenilely hilarious. And yes, I don't care if it's juvenile. Sometimes that's fun. Oops, I forgot about this part of the node. Huh, let's see how that turns out. Any suggestions for what, Travis? Just pulled a science gem earlier. Big question now is Awakened Photon, Nefaria, or Spider Woman? Oh, dude, that is a tough one, man. The thing is, with Spider Woman still being in the Titan, it's tough to use it on her, right? Like I did my opening recently, a couple Titans saved up, and then the Zola comp came in, and I pulled Okoye, who I had used a Awakening gem on, so I had her at Sig 1, and I knew what I was doing. I have like 4 7-star skill Awakening gems, so I was very okay with that. Once I used that Awakening gem, I started hoarding for this next batch. So I think if you're maybe thinking of doing that, like you're like, okay, I'm putting this into Spider Woman, but even her, I think you want that Sig growing, dude. So I would maybe say Photon, because at least at Sig 1, Photon gets, I think it's her neutralized immunity. Yeah, she gets her neutralized immunity, which is really nice. And with Spider Woman, you know, you've got every Titan you open until she leaves, you've got a 1 in, I think, 18 chance to pull her. So it could kind of hurt if you're going to keep opening the Titans. And then Nefaria is really worthy of it too. Right now for me, Nefaria is a champion where like I kind of want them at Sig 200 for Battlegrounds purposes. He's great, don't get me wrong, but I would not use it on him out of those 3. My opponent's probably like, stop yapping. The irony is that all 3 of them are worthy. So I guess that's a good problem for you. The average gamer, if you don't mind hanging out, I kind of want to, I'd like to like kind of have a little conversation with you on it. Not to tell you you're wrong. That is not my interest here. But I want to ask you a couple questions and get your perspective on it as I continue to think through my opinion on Elder difficulty. So if you're okay with that, I would love it. Oh man, did I not? I guess I didn't. My bad. There it is. Talk about input issues on Okoye. I just had it right there. Again, that was a me problem though. That had nothing to do with Okoye. No problem. Okay, so Obviously you're frustrated. Dude, totally get it. Game can be extremely frustrating. You're saying my roster is big enough. I think there's a missing word there. Which, dude, for some reason, the word not does not show up in my messages all the time. And it's like a very important word in sentences. When you're like, this is something. And you're like, it's supposed to say this is not something. Okay, cool. Dude, trust me. Literally anyone who DMs with me or messages with me, hopefully they've learned. Like, Vega seems to make these really outrageous statements. Or he forgot the word not. Probably forgot the word not. No worries, dude. No worries. Okay. So my roster is not big enough, so I can't do it. If left that way, it was maybe I could have tried to. Are you a to access Elder? You have to be Valiant. Is that correct? So you're Valiant. And I do think that's where this gets really murky, because I think it should be something that's accessible to an early Valiant, at least some portion, some growth. Like, again, you know, what I'm saying is, like, I think the goal for the mode should be brought up. What is it supposed to do? Who is it for? What is it supposed to reward them for? What is it supposed to incentivize them to do? What sort of like challenge, like that's challenging, but not making people want to quit the game? What's that happening? And so if your early Valiants are just hitting it and being like, I can't effing do this, and it's not worth it to try to get through like the first lane, then I'm just going to quit. Because this is where I'm supposed to go to get better, to get rewards, to engage in the game, then that's a fail, in my opinion. That's a fail for the game as a whole. I recently became Valiant. Yeah, that's what I was going to assume. And I think this is exactly where, this is why I was saying, like, I'm enjoying it right now, but it's not perfect. And my hope is that Kabam continues to analyze it and improve it from that aspect. Right now, it feels great to like big blubbery me, right? But I don't think that's who it's supposed to be for. And so let's make it better for those early Valiants, for them to come in, be like, okay, I ain't shooting for Mysterium Battlegrounds yet. That's fine. I'm not trying to play Tier 1 War. That's fine. But I'd like something I can come in and do monthly and play the game and get rewards and improve my account. Like, that's what I think that they've probably got to look at more. My early second account. Yeah, and you know what? Philly from Upside Alliance was saying the same thing to me recently in DMs. And they obviously, I mean, dude, they're in Upside Alliance. We're Tier 3, doing great. Platinum 3 Alliance, mature in-game players, and it was an alt account. And I really appreciate him sharing that perspective, where it was like, okay, this is a miss. This is a loss. Now, Kabam can improve on that. Of course they can. And I think that they want, I hope that they want to, you know? But that's where I will concentrate a lot of my feedback on it. I wish they made it like Crucial and do that another That's a really good point too, K-Rock, is if it's something you want people logging in and doing, I'm okay with its length, because I think it's something that's supposed to take over a month. It's supposed to take a month to do. For a casual is not the right term. For your like super competitive player. Like the whole idea that we're supposed to log in and do it all in one day, I'm like, I think that's rarely like a healthy way to play the game. I think it's going to lead to a lot of frustration. It's going to lead to a lot of boredom. It's going to lead to a lot of disappointment. And so, you know, I don't encourage it at all. And so I don't think the content should be made for that either. If people want to do it, then fine, more power to them. You know, maybe that's what they had the time to do that day or something. Or that month. But I think something for people to log in and make their way through over the course of 2 or 3 weeks, I think that's good. I respect that Spider-Punk too much. I can't ban that Spider-Punk. There's a bullseye. This is a good account, actually. I should focus up. Okay, I've lost my Spider-Woman. I've lost my Thanos. I've lost my Fanta. There's no Spider-Woman. What Joey do? Joey says something funny. Where's Joey? Where's Joey? It's not showing up. Why can't I see Joey's? Oh, you know what? It's stuck on. I hate when this happens. Go back to live chat. I'll have to look afterwards, see what Joey was saying. Okay. Serpents out there. I think this opponent had a serpent. Don't remember. Don't remember. Shoot. You can always Nico on defense if you do not. Yeah, that's a good point. I have such a love-hate with Nico. Right now, I love her. But she's on my side. I love her. I'm going to try to focus in on this one. This account feels pretty well within range of mine. I don't have photon there, and then I don't have. Shoot, I'm not gonna re-roll. Okay. I was tempted to use Venom. I'm not sure how much Venom pops off in this meta, but metas where Venom pops off are so much fun. Try to remind myself of the node. Okay. Think having not tried that matchup this meta, I actually may have cost myself with that second heavy because it takes away, I think, one of his force fields. So without that, he probably finishes her off. And I couldn't remember if if her 2 spells up would reduce the damage or not. So I decided to go for the safer route and use the heavy to get those 2 spells down. Yeah. That hope you guys have seen my videos on the Guardian versus Enchantress. If she pulls one of her like 83 million spells, There's one that's like a nullify apparently, and if she nullifies his armor up, you're donezo. So that's not a 100% matchup at all. It's unfortunately happened to me a couple of times. Yeah, dude, Carolina's awesome, Potato. For this match, I'll go back and read the chat. I know we had started a couple different conversations. I didn't expect to get an account similar to mine matchup, so I wanted to focus in on it, have some fun. I think this is it. I think we either win or lose on this one. I think he's got me in round 3 for sure. That was a good strategic throw from them, if that ends up being the case. Yeah, I'm too slow to play a Spider-Man today. That sucks. I messed that up on him. Sorry, Starkey. That's my bad, man. That's my bad. Made you look bad, Spidey. Although Serpent might hold down the fort, thanks to that extra 25%. Kabam math coming in to potentially save me. Also, I am sorry. Yes, I put the penetration relic on Serpent. My Serpent is penetrating as hard as any Serpent's ever penetrated before. And I apologize to all the other summoners in the battleground. It's a penetrate or penetrate world, you know? Penetrate or be penetrated. Serpent's going to come through for you. What's up, Yaga? How you doing, man? You evil, man. I know, Zaki. Like, I mean, that's what Kabam does, right? Is they're like, we're going to pit them against each other. Let's make them hate each other, not us. I gave mine a 7-star Iron Man relic. Got to get those defender bonuses as nasty as possible. So on that note, actually, here, and I'm going to leave a timestamp for this because I want people to hear this. I wonder what happened on that side. Looks like something must have gone wrong and they paused, maybe. Who knows, man. Good GGs, though, dude. That was a good matchup. Really smart if you're watching. That was a smart strategic throw on that first round. You had me round 3 for sure. I just have an OP champion in Starkey. Okay, so 124.45. As you're going through your Statcast relics, and Gene. So, all jokes aside, I do think Serpent is a really good option for the armor penetration relics. Not only does it make him worse on defense, but like that can help you on attack as well. Okay, all jokes aside. But one of the things I want to encourage people to start looking at, as myself and the Illuminati start to really dial down relics, is I came up with this yesterday, and I always advise going and reading the designer ability write-ups on MCoC, right? It's on their main page. You can go to the champions, then there's the champion abilities. And a lot of times the designers give like great advice on like how to understand a champion or play them better, or kind of like you can get a little bit of idea of what that designer is thinking. Like Mr. Knights was so good for me. And the designer for Jean Grey actually calls out, and I remember at the time being like, but this is before Statcast had come out, that helping Jean keep her force field would be really beneficial to you. And if you played Jean, you know how different she is when she's got her force field versus when it's been depleted. Now you can wait, and I've done the video on that, and that's fine if that happens. But I was like, oh, I get it now. And that was such a helpful hint from the designer. And so I've now placed this. I'm not saying this is the best relic for her. We'll continue to evaluate that. We still have more relics to pull and do that whole analysis. But I have this 7-star Magneto relic, and I was like, oh, I wasn't that pumped up on it. And then I realized, it's got special damage. I don't know how that's going to work with hers, though. I got to talk to the Illuminati, or maybe some of you in the chat will know. I'm always bad at remembering how these things modify each other and what modifies what on that. But just giving her a little bit of physical resistance, is that like going to make or break a fight with Jean? Absolutely not. But it will make her a little bit better of a defender. And when I'm using her on offense, it'll help me in some scenarios just keep that shield a little bit longer. If there's ones with like block proficiency or armor or something like that, and those come up, I'll look into that. So when you get them, make sure you really think about what the champions are trying to do. Like the Statcast, as much as I'm giving them crap for the defensive stuff on it, and I do think that's warranted, the Statcast right now continue. The more I explore them, the more I like them, and I'm really pumped on them. I think that they're very well tailored for the game. So I wanted to specifically call that out. All right, let's get to the chat a little bit. What's up, Lake Jock? How you doing, man? Sorry, K-Rock, those are the rules, man. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. It's just, Kabam makes the rules, okay? All right? I'm going to go way back in the chat, because it seemed like Joey said something pretty funny, and I missed it. I'm still missing it. Dude, why isn't it showing it up, man? That bums me out. Pablito's even LOLing in the chat. I wonder if Streamlabs deleted what Joey wrote. If so, I'm sorry. Oh, got it. I see now. All right. I'm sorry if you got overly regulated, Joey. I apologize. All right, let's go ahead and get back into the chat now, man. Let's get back to this. I'm the same style as Baby Valiant. I attempted LRS and got wrecked. Yeah, okay. So that's the feedback that it needs to happen. We'll talk about that, actually. We'll talk about it on the podcast next week. I'll, of course, be talking about that more and more on my channel, because the idea is for the game to get to the point where everyone is having a blast playing it so much. Let me check my messages. Actually, I just remembered I got a bunch of stuff. Okay. Wifey has been responded to. And there we go. I see I have a Discord message. Maybe it's for anyone who didn't remember, but I think there's a Discord joke going on that I'm not. It's a really, oh, okay. I get it. So it looks like the store actually is intended. And they're just saying it's for anyone that didn't remember. So maybe Kabam got some feedback that people weren't remembering. And so they brought it back because people were stuck with their what are those things called? The little tokens. So that's cool, man. I that's the kind of thing, man. Kabam heard some people. They're like, this makes sense. Let's bring it back. Good job. Big W, Kabam. Seriously. Nice job. Appreciate that. Jean is so useless with recoils. Yeah, probably. Well, doesn't her... yeah, she's not someone that's going to benefit from them at all. I mean, I guess the attack rating would be helpful. But if you're like a standard recoil user, yeah, I wouldn't think so. She's throwing a lot of specials. Her force field will help you out a little bit. But yeah, I agree. Giving Gallon the energy resistance armor up, superior Iron Man relic makes him OP, gets constant willpower healing. Very cool. Okay. Terrible at understanding the relic math. Me too. And it seems like when they're not on, they're like numbers, but when they are on, they turn into percentages, which just confuses me even more. Hey, Kurt, what's up, dude? When will the first StatCat relic guide? That's going to be a bit, dude. Yaga, I mean, you've seen it. The last 2 weeks, covering this game the last 2 weeks and trying to cover it well and give feedback, help viewers feel like their voices are being heard, just so much. Like there should have been a podcast this week. And I told the guys, I'm sorry, I just literally forgot to schedule it. That is on me. I messed up. So that's just an example of there's just been so much to cover. So StatCast relics, I probably won't even be next week. being realistic on it. But we'll get to it. It's important, and it's a fun part of the game. I agree. I think Statcast are good without warping the game. Yep. Oh, couldn't agree more. This again, I think Kabam does deserve again another kudos. Is like the battle casts. That's the problem with them, and why myself, the Illuminati, until something else happens, we will continue to encourage you rank up, put your resources into like that Venom relic and that Thor relic. There's like these premium relics that can be borderline transformative for some champions, Hulkbuster for Guardian, like you just saw a few minutes ago, that sort of thing. Then after that, I think you're shifting over to your stat casts. Your stat casts for sure. Because it just seemed like they can help out, fill some holes in champions things. They're not going to take, like a third tier champion and make them into like a top tier champion, like they're doing for like Guardian or something like that, right? Or Venom. Hey, what's up, John Carter? Thanks for being here, dude. The Colossus Relic is great for Gene. I don't think I have that one. I will also admit, like I said, I was kind of in like a bit of a medical waiting room yesterday when I was doing a lot of my my relic stuff. Do you think I should move this one over instead? Actually, this is the one that I should put on Gene. Thank you. Thank you, old man easy. We're going to put this on Gene right now. And then I got to remember to put the one I take off Gene, put that on to Captain Britain. I do think I'm going to be ranking her up. In fact, let's talk about, I'm going to do this change. Let's talk about my rank 4s, and then we'll move back to the EQ for a little bit. I'm starting to run low on the, I don't know what the right term is. What's the term for the ingredient? You can see, like, dude, I'm tired. The ingredient to rank up relics, like the relic juice. I can't think of what it's called, guys. The catalyst. I'm starting to run low on it because I was doing so much of this yesterday. Okay, I think we did that all properly here. Cool. Okay, so I did the video not that long ago asking you all to give me advice on my next rank up. And I listed out a variety of champions. Overwhelmingly, you all said Nico. And for so many different great reasons. In fact, when I do the video, she should be the showcase target for Sunday. I think you guys have caught on that Saturday's tier list, Sunday's showcase. I will try my best. There was one that just put me over. Like, I think it made me laugh. It was smart, like everything. I loved it. But so many of you were like, dude, you were on Nico early. She's so good. Like, she's not automatically going to get banned anymore. Like, go Nico. So Nico's gone to rank 4. She's been everything I could have hoped and dreamed, right? But it's time for like literally 2 more. And so I kind of want to go over with you. I want to get your guys' thoughts. So just shout them out in the comments, and then we'll go back to the EQ. The ones I'm really considering here is Nefaria. I even pulled Nefaria recently from one of those like chance to get Fantastic 4 crystals that we get. I popped it and I got like a Nefaria and Warlock. It was wild. So my Nefaria is actually SIG 180. I do also really like Spider-Punk. I like Luke Cage, but Nefaria is the one that like just keeps calling out to me. I really, really do like him. And I honestly think, like, for me, as much as I like Spider-Ham, as much as like Spider-Punk, I think it's Nefaria if I was going to do another science. But I've already got quite a few of the science class ranked up. I feel good there. In skill, it would probably be Luma. Luma would be my one. I won't keep shouting out Hitmonkey. I would be curious on that. You guys can hear my thoughts on Crossbones tomorrow in the Battlegrounds tier list. So I don't want to go into that too much tomorrow. Right now, I have a good amount of rank 4s, though. So I've already got that. I'd be curious about Shang, but like, as much as I enjoy him, I don't think that's the cause. I think I'm going to take him to rank 3 first. Kind of get a feel for that. Out of my mutants, it's Dazzler or Mr. Sinister. They're both now SIG 200, I believe. So, they've got like the high SIG. They're as powerful as you could possibly want them. I really enjoy both of them. Nick136's video on how to like take Yelena's with non-daunted champions really opened my eyes. It's a great video. And Dazzler was in there. You guys should check that out if you haven't yet. I love Dust. She's doing everything I could possibly want her to do at rank 3. And then Wolverine, Weapon X, and Deadpool. Honestly, like kind of, I'd consider it. I love Weapon X. He's so great. So that's kind of where that's at. Cosmic, Carolina. If I could awaken her, she'd be rank 4 already. Gallon. Gallon's actually on my list too. And I do love myself a Medusa. So she's on there. Tech, you guys know I love my tech champions. Basically everyone you see on the screen. Kind of not kidding. It feels like Red Skull should go up soon. I can't believe Prowler's not R4. I can't believe Ironheart's not R4. I love this class. I love this class so much. And then Mystics, I think I truly feel like Mystics in a weird place. And this is the downside to Nico, in my opinion. And to champions like Nico. To champions that like, and I guess I understand the game kind of needs them, but I think this is the downside to Serpent, Nico, even Photon to like a lesser degree, Onslaught, Deathless Thanos, I think we already said Serpent, is like they're just so much better than the rest that like once you get them, it's kind of like, it's hard to not just see where all the other ones are weak. And I'm not saying that's the right way to think. I actually would encourage you not to think that way. But I am acknowledging that's how I feel, where I'm like, oh, I've got Nico now, so I don't know. And that's not the right way to be. That's not fun. I get why the game makes champions like them. It's just, that's where I find myself with this. Like a champion like America Chavez, she's still one of the best Mystics in the game. I love America. She's literally on the thumbnail. That's a America Chavez action figure right there. And I'm like, I don't know. So I'd really like your guys' thoughts on all of these ones you heard. If someone really convinces me, we'll rank 4 champion right now. Because I'd like to. It's time. It's fun. It's fun to rank 4 champions. Luma, dude, Luma's really good. Old man Easy. I watched Sims Guide. I've been watching Germ stuff more and more. I really like Luma. R4 Sinister's so good. I would consider DPX, but I think maybe not quite yet. Unawakened Nefari to rank 2? Yeah, I think our Nefari is very worthy, Earl. Crossbones is so good, Joey, but, well, yesterday me did a better job of explaining my thoughts on Crossbones than today me would do, and that will come out tomorrow, as odd as that is, the way things work. Love Bullseye. Oh, Bullseye. Bullseye, sorry, thank you, Hodges. Bullseye is the other one I would consider right now. Because I do feel it once I get into like Mysterium, I feel like my defenders aren't holding me through anymore. For what I need, anyways. People with smaller accounts, obviously, can do better than I'm doing. Starbin, what are you saying? Nefaria just fights across so many challenges. Power issues. Yeah, I agree. And he's OG Mafioso. I love him. I'm with you. The Mystic class was hurt by Nico's resistance. I agree too. I'm trying not to focus in on it, but I this is where I'm like, I love and hate her at the same time. Like I had fun using Photon and I was calling her cheat code, and I think I'm going to stick with that for her in the big blue boss rush yesterday or 2 days ago. But it honestly was like, dude, this is too much. Like, I mean, it's fun, but yeah. It just makes it like, why did the rest exist? If I could only pick one, would you select Nico or Kushala? Wait, what? Are you saying for me personally, or are you asking for your my opinion on what you should do? If you want what I think you should do, I think most people, if they're trying to play competitive Battlegrounds, probably Nico. The thing is, and I talk about this in the Battlegrounds tier list that's coming out tomorrow, is Battlegrounds is the place where you most immediately feel like one powerful attacker or more importantly, one powerful defender can change the meta. Not like completely, it's not like, hey, everyone sucks now, but that's why the Battlegrounds tier list has so much fluidity in it, is because, like, think about it. If this idol that's coming out, what's their name? Lumiosa or something? Simula put a pretty funny meme out on this. Lumiosa, I think there's their name, is if they're cosmic, and they're a powerful defender, and all their stuff is passive. right? All of a sudden, Nico's not the Nico's still a great mystic, but is she the best mystic now? I don't know. We'll have to see. Like, it's and so like that's my thoughts on it. But you need more than one powerful mystic. There are quests and game modes. So that's the thing, Joey. Right? Like yes, I agree with Joey. I took Kushala to rank 4 of Nico. I think she's a better champ. I think in a world without Serpent and Dark Phoenix and Deathless Thanos, she might be. That's why I was really hesitant on the question, Yaga. That's exactly why. And that's why I was like, if you need it now. It's kind of like my advice on... hold on, guys, sorry. It's like my advice on defenders. It's like if you've got Zola, right? Or if you pull Yelena, rank them now if you think you're going to rank them. Because their defensive power, like how defensively powerful they are, is only going to stay the same or get worse because more answers are going to come out. So if you think you're going to rank, that's why I took Zola to rank 4, like without even really having played him. And I was like, I'll figure out the offense later if I even want to do it. It's fine. It's because I didn't know Cole was coming, but Cole came. You know, Phoenix came, Dark Phoenix, like a variety of champions. People are going to figure out answers. Come out is going to produce answers. And so if you're going to rank a defender, very rarely is a defender Bullseye or Serpent level. Where like right now, I'm still talking about ranking Bullseye. That's I feel like more the exception. And God, I hope it stays the exception. Please, Kabam. Please keep that the exception. I think I saw Bean in here, dude. Bean, I think that was you. Shothra is so enjoyable. Yeah. Sneaky Elena counter. Sneaky Bean. What's up, dude? Wait, what? Me personally? So this is where the intersection of fun and playing the game and the playing the game being fun come together. I mean, dude, I actually got to be part of the design process for Kushala. Was on her I still go to my comic shop and they're like, who? And I'm like, Kushala, like Taboo from Black Eyed Peas or they're like, what are you talking about? So she's not exactly this like well-known character. I've read the comics. I love them. She's so well made. She like toes that line between broken, having too much, and I think she's not over the line, right? But she gets really close. I love her. And she's currently feels possibly more well suited to, like, I could see Kushala becoming the best mystic in the game again in a couple months if a champion comes out that Nico can't take. Because part of why Nico's the best is because she can take all of them, right? So yeah, I hear you. Like, if you just take Nico into a standard matchup, she doesn't seem... You're like, why are people calling her the best in the game? She's fine. It's where she pops off in those hardest matchups. That's why. Nico and Awakened worth R3. I have R4 Spiral and Shothra. I think so. Now, not everyone agrees with me on that one, Demetrius. I think Nico's worth rank 4 Unawakened because she's that good and she's that currently dominant. The Awakened ability is very helpful, though, in not only ease of use, but in damage. But she's that good, in my opinion. And that buff immunity debuff that she puts on is so outrageously powerful that even if it's falling off because you don't have the pause and all that, you're just going to get back to SB2 and put it on again. So I think she is. There are very smart players and content creators who disagree with me on that one. Thing is still putting in some heavy lifting. So I love talking with you guys. Let's get back to the EQ. If I die, I die. It's fine. If I die, I die. I did the accent very poorly. Some people will get what I was trying to do there. It was a very poor version. In fact, let's restart the game here. We're just restarting because I've been playing for a long time. What was the comment there about thing? So one of the things, again, I did not mean that pun. I apologize. One of the things, again, that will be coming up in the Battlegrounds tier list that comes out tomorrow is we'll be talking about Penny Parker, and she's getting a promotion in score and also moving back into the dual threat category. And that's happening for a variety of reasons. But one of the biggest ones is that She put the boost back on. The more champions that are Battlegrounds relevant, the more likely we are to see them in Battlegrounds. You can still only pick 30 champions, right? So as a result, the likelihood of someone, whoever you're facing, having the hardcore answer to that defender has gone down. Unless it's like one of the big ones that we always see, Serpent, Bullseye, that sort of thing. Like almost everyone carries them around, or that's part of their strategy to ban them. As a result, champions like Thing, champions like Penny Parker, who are good defenders, but they got hard answered, hard countered by champions along the way. They fell out of the meta. I'm not saying that now if we log in and fight Barrowman, we're going to see Penny Parker do great. Most of us aren't trying to become Celestial 1, right? So if you're in Mysterium or Quantum or on down, these champions, in my opinion, have a significantly better chance of being very strong defenders for you. That's my thinking on it. Some of you may die, and I'm okay. No, it was really bad. I did a very poor job. It was, shoot, I can't think of his name, but it's from Rocky. Where I can't even think of the guy's name. The Russian dude. And it's like, if he dies, he dies. Yeah, whatever. Like I said, I did a very poor job. Lord Farquhar is a good one too, though. I like that. Ivan Drago, thank you. Elsa's too good. I was hoping to get a little willpower healing. She was like, "We good, boss. We'll get rid of the debuffs for you." What's up, Too Extreme? Thanks for being here, man. Wait, did Adamantium tell me about this? I was literally telling him about Penny Stocks Up. I don't think it's coincidence that like so many of us, like on the Discord server or whatever, kind of come to similar conclusions at relatively similar times. I do think Adamantium's been talking about it. It was actually Grass, who was the first big, or the big proponent this time. I think I said hello to Philly. What's up, Philly? I think I said hello to Too Extreme. I'm a little tired. Here, let's have some fun with Luma, dude. I love Luma tricks. Do I think the Iron Fist Relic would work for Nico? The Iron Fist Relic is we were talking about like the stuff we just know. If I believe correctly, the Iron Fist Relic really enhances the first hit. Either the first hit of a heavy or it's the heavy, right? I have it on my America Chavez, and up until recently, it was my highest ranked relic because of how much I enjoy America. Nico does heavy. I don't know if it would be great for her though, because Nico is often that heavy. You're doing the heavy into a special. And I don't know if the if that's going to benefit your special or not. If it does, that's a great idea. It's not necessarily bad for her, you know? Dude, Luma, when you can play Luma properly, jeez, he's so good, dude. What do you guys think? Luma to rank 4 today? What do we narrow it down to? We got like Luma, we got Bullseye. Luma, Bullseye, Nefaria. Feels weird that I don't. There's so many games that feels weird that I don't have all the way ranked up yet. In Mutant, to not have Sinister at rank 4, to not have Weapon X. I love playing Weapon X. Maybe it should be Weapon X. And then all those tech champions. I love Penny, especially with the Sentinel Relic. So that's a problem for me, old man Easy, is I've got I actually, tech was one of the classes I sat down and really thought through. I think I either had more energy at the time, or I don't remember why, but tech got a little extra love from me yesterday. And I love Bastion so much that he got my 6-star Sentinel Relic. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I do think in Battlegrounds, I really hope this doesn't kill him. I was trying really hard to get to my special 3. It's gonna kill him, isn't it? I should have started parrying earlier. Shoot. That was my fail safe there. Damn it. Oh well, whatever. We'll revive later. Give it to Penny, she benefits. I know, dude, but like it belongs on Bastion, dude. Let's see here. Who do we want to use? My skill roster. I gotta start. This is also highlighted for me how much I need to rank up. No, Nefaria will ruin that, won't he? This is highlighted for me how much I need to rank up. Some of my lower level skill champions. Oh, so anyways, Bastion, the reason why I'm doing that, and it's like Adamantium, who's like kind of, he's not telling me to do that, to be clear, but he's talked about like the level of relic, right? And how in Battlegrounds in particular, that is a big deal as far as the spirit gauge. That's fun. And so getting that loop in with Bastion, I don't know. Maybe I should just go back to the 4-star relic and then put the Sentinel Relic, because the Sentinel Relic is really good, and then put that on like Prowler or something like that. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Ace? Alrighty. How was your day been? It's been pretty good, dude. We've been having fun. For a day where I'm not feeling 100%, this has been a good day. You had a really good night, though? Oh, yeah. What happened, man? Souped your grill. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. This Nefari is kind of brutal. Considering I have no clue how to evade any of his specials, that is. Vegapunk, what's up, dude? R4 Sig, 40 Kindred, R4 Undupe Nico. I mean, in my opinion, Nico. I understand. I think I understand the allure of the Kindred there. They're a good defender, for sure, and having them awakened. Nico is not as good unawakened. That is very true. I don't know. Maybe I'm too biased towards Nico. I'm open to that idea. What's up, Mike? How you doing, bud? I want you to know that Sentinel can give around 30% more damage to Penny's special 2. So that's the other problem, dude, is I love the tech class so much that I like, it's like I keep discovering new ones that I want to rank for. Like, I had no intention of ranking for Penny as of like a week ago. Not that I thought she was bad. It just, there's a lot of tech chambers I want to rank up. Hey, dude, congrats, Superior Warlock, for that Carolina, man. Uh-oh. He tricked me. And I fell for it. I was obviously not planning on... I was going to try to Fury Cheese this. We got to go for it so we can try to preserve some health. Whew. All right. Been really loving the new daily quests. To be honest, rewards are really good for burning a low energy day. It makes sense. It's wild. Mixed rewards and the other content that actually makes... That is right. Yeah. Let's like, shh, let's be quiet. Let's be quiet about that. Let's not talk about that part, okay? That's more of a private message sort of thing. I can't say that out loud, but I agree with you. I completely agree. And you know what? I don't really pay much attention to them. I just kind of do them, and then the rewards come up. The rewards change every day, right? That's not been an accident. Isn't Fire worthy of my first rank for he is unawakened? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, he's great. And when you awaken him and get that going, he's just going to get that much better. For Clarity Pains my list at 4, but she's great at R3 as well. She can punch up well. That's interesting. I didn't think Penny could. Because I thought, it kind of feels for me, again, like, not that everything's about Bastion, but everything's about Bastion. The idea that... I don't know why my parry failed there. Maybe I had a disorient on or something. What's going on? I guess I was late. Didn't feel late. Oh, that's wrong. Yeah, I must have had a disorient on. I see it now. Okay, guys, I apologize. I need to go get Nova. This should only take about 2 minutes. It is going to be a longer break than normal. My full intention to come back, but Nova was. I need to go get her. She's my dog. For those who don't know, if you got to take off, I totally get it, and I really appreciate you hanging out today. I will be back in about 2 minutes. Thank you very much. All right, we're back. We got Nova back. I decided to restart the game. So we'll be back on in just a second. Appreciate y'all hanging out. She's not the biggest fan of being groomed. But she's looking good. Good girl, Nova. So she's hanging out in the back there. All right, cool. Pablito, I would love to see that, man. Thank you. What is different about the state of the game now that Penny is up on, especially given the 7-star Gallon exists? Well, where a lot of this is formatted towards Battleground, right? Like Penny's always been good on attack. She's dual immune. She does have a nice little heal block. Obviously, a lot of massive incinerate damage off of her SP2 as possible. So that hasn't really ever changed, gone away. We're formatting a lot of this around Battlegrounds. And I went into a little bit more in depth a few minutes ago. Is there anything right with it? Yeah. She was just being groomed, like getting a haircut. I don't know if the term groom translate universally. And she was really mad at. She was at basically summer camp for like 3 months, and they take wonderful care of her, but they don't exactly brush her. So the poor girl had to get shaved down pretty bad. So she looks probably very skinny. I think you guys can kind of see her a little bit. And so the thing with who are we talking about? Oh, Penny is with BGs. You know, like. With the game continuing to grow and more champions being viable, I gotta focus or this guy's gonna destroy me in one of his glides. There we go. So anyways, with more champions being viable, like, of course, especially the higher you go, like if you're looking to get into Celestial and all that, although I still think Penny might be a really nice trap there. But I'm not watching as many Celestial streams or things like that. Like when it comes to Illuminati, I'm relying on like William. William, I think, came in like 17th for the Battle Room Brawl this year, or Battle Fest or whatever it's called. But as far as like Mysterium Quantum, where I'm playing, and then of course on down, you know, a random thing or something like that could just ruin it. And because there's only still 30 spots available on defense, I hear you what you're saying about Gallon. But that means your opponent has to have Gallon. They have to have them in their deck, and then they have to have drafted them as well, too. So your chances of Penny, like, finding success or not running into the thing that destroyed her to begin with has become, I'm not sure if, has become lesser, basically. And also, Penny has a dual threat nature with her ability to attack. So she's she's potentially in, again, like Quantum Mysterium. We'll have to see how Celestial, I don't know. A good champion to have to draft her as a dual threat And if the person gets Gallon, then cool, you just use Penny on offense. Remember, she's dual immune. She has poison and I think it's incinerate, but it's definitely poison. And so, you know, it's a reflection of that, basically. What's up, Depression? See, doing my cooking. You know, we're doing our best around here. We're doing our best. Skill is the class that I did not put my relics on, and it's showing. Why can't I find it? Makes sense. I guess she fell off out of favor for War primarily, but she's still a great champ. I'm tracking. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. This came up in relation to Battlegrounds in specific. I think the skill quest is the only one they need to update. Less ways to heal on this one. Yeah, it feels like you're either gonna use Nick Fury or die. Like, chill out, big boy. Man. Yep, and you had messed that one up. Probably a bad fight to use Mantis for a champion that can go randomly unstoppable. That's on me. Last Titan I went 1 for 7. This time 6 for 7. I pulled Rinter 4 times in that Titan Spiral twice as well. Did you want Titan and Spiral, or did you want Rinny and Titan? Jesus, I'm tired. Did you want Rintra and Spiral Awakened? That's what I meant to say. The Sentinel Relic transforms me like the Venom Relic for Venom. I think there's something I'm missing about the Sentinel Relic. Is it the Incinerate pause? What's up, Player Unknown? How you doing, bud? I don't think it's to that degree. That's fair. And even if it's not to that degree, the fact that it's... Is it this pause? Is that what you guys are talking about? It's obviously not that. Ah, is it this? It's this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I see what you guys are talking about. Interesting. And what's this last one? So this one we would do the pause, but the thing is, this is just a single incinerate, right? You're doing a video public though? Very cool. What's the final hit inflicts incinerate vulnerability passive? Okay, I see where Old Man Easy was going with this though. Because these are similar sort of mechanics to the Venom one, and definitely to the Hulkbuster one for Guardian. Gained 22 points of incinerate debuff potency. Oh my god! I cannot believe I hadn't thought of this already. Where do we have this relic rated right now with Penny? I'm for those who can't, obviously you guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm pulling up the tier list right now. Where's relics? Relics. And let's go to tech. Penny Parker. Yeah, we've got Sentinel as our best one. We've got her in the second tier. I think we might need to reevaluate that. Because we've got her with like Ironheart, Jack-o'-lantern, Mega Sentinel, and Penny. We've got Penny in the same. Like I said, I'm tired. Which doesn't necessarily sound wrong as a grouping. I'm just not sure that it's that different than Bastion, Sentinel, and Prowler. And I see what you guys are saying about the transformative sort of designation for it on Penny as well. I need to look into this. I'm going to write myself a note on it. Look into Penny and Sentinel Relic rating, because I see what you guys are saying. This is like, it's multiplicative, I think would be the correct term. I think it's literally the right term, because this is increasing the final is inflicting an incinerate vulnerability, which is big. Then, oh no, wait. Okay, the gain the debuff potency, that's only for Green Goblin and Sentinel. Okay, so I don't want to overstate that. Good. Okay. Then basics have the chance to pause, so if you do get a hit in, that's good. Incinerate debuff duration and opponent energy resistance now. It gives your SP2 a much longer reach, which is not the problem. I don't want to make it sound like Penny's bad. Penny's good. But it's similar to Guardian. Because if this is allowing a Penny to finish a fight in that SP1, SP2 rotation, like Guardian can finish the fight, like finish it with SP1, SP2, then it provides that same speed. Am I picking up what you're putting down, Old Man Easy and Pablito? Thanks, Pablito. I appreciate you correcting it. I didn't see your sentence until just now. Penny will be on D. So, Adam, I hear you, but the thing is, if I was to rank for Penny, the whole point is a dual threat. Draft her early. Like if she comes up, like again, I talked about this in the BG's tier list. It's coming out tomorrow. That like why I think attackers, defenders, and dual threats are all equally important to a good Battlegrounds deck. But why you really have to have your dual threats and why I prioritize them is because they provide flexibility as you go through it. Ace, what's up, dude? Yes, multiple since Penny doesn't have any sort of attack increase in base kit. Ace, what do you think? So Ace is a really smart Battlegrounds player, really high skill. What do you think about what we're saying with Penny here? Is it tracking for you, or are you like, you might be overstating it a bit? So R4 is very good for defense. Penny, Cole is crushing. Yeah. I don't want to overstate the power. Guardian is insane, and Transforming Penny is like 20-30%. I don't think I could R4 Penny today anyways, because I don't think I've taken her to rank 3 yet. Yeah, I haven't even taken her to rank 3 yet, and which I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm out of tech. I'm out of the tech catalyst. Okay. I'm looking for the tier 6 CCs. I thought I had just bought some. Yeah, there we go. Only just one. Huh. I don't know. And yeah, Solvark's a great dual threat champion. You know, guys, I should go. I see what time it is, and I need to get back to some stuff. I really appreciate the hangout. You guys are giving me some food for thought here on Penny for sure. I see Lord Shadow is streaming, so I'm going to provide a link to their channel. If you guys could raid him, I would appreciate it. Yeah, maybe we'll do Penny. I like my dual threat. I also think you can like uh you can catch people off guard, and that can be really helpful to winning matches. Like you sometimes, especially like in Celestial, if someone's ranked a lot of like off meta champions that are still good and they know how to use them, that can be really helpful to them in winning matches and stuff like that. When like we watch Celestial, it's usually like the same fights over and over, and just who makes the least mistakes and plays very aggressive. So yeah. All right. If you guys can, I really appreciate it. It's been a hell of a week, dude. The last 2 weeks have been crazy in MCoC. I do think we're on the upswing. We don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, though. Let's take all the information as we can and try to just enjoy the game and have some fun. You guys are why the YouTube portion is very, very fun for me. So thank you so much for watching. Battlegrounds tier list will be out tomorrow, then with the champion showcase on Sunday. Yeah. Thanks for being here, everybody. Love the conversations. Take care. Bye-bye.